Howdy friends, Sergeant Sonic here with a brief video for my girl Krysta Blade. She is in the process of learning how to break down weapons, and she's learning all about weapons. And I have to say, your Uncle Rich is one very smart fellow because he's having you learn the basics and get to know your weapon before you ever go out and fire it. And I think that's a very important thing. It's kind of like, getting to know a person. You got to go on a couple of dates and get to know each other a little bit before you you get down to the nuts and bolts and the nitty-gritty of things, right? So, kind of the same concept there. I'm very glad to see that you're doing that. Anyways, said that you're having some minor problems with the breakdown, and this is just the things that I noticed that I picked up on that you're having problems with are some tips and tricks that I'm going to share with you. You may have already know about this. If you do, maybe I will just throw a little something extra in there that you didn't already know, or I can contribute to whatever knowledge you already have. But I did want to share with you just because I think it's important that we all do that. So you're working with a Sig and a Glock, and I'm going to start with the Glock first. This is a Glock 29, 10mm. And first thing we want to do, as always, is do a quick safety check. Get this out of the way. Quick safety check. Everything is clear and we're good to go. Now, you said that you're having more problems with the Glock than the Sig because the slide feels harder to pull back for you. And I kind of have to agree with you. It does to me too. And it probably has to do with the difference in the spring assemblies inside. But anyways, a little tip here in getting that slide back, because that can be a real pain in the butt sometimes. I totally agree. What you want to do is grab your pistol just like you would as if you were going to shoot it, and bring your fingers, keep the web of your thumb in there, bring your fingers right over the top here. And what this will allow you to do is just squeeze down, and your grip will automatically pull that slide backwards. Okay? Now, some people don't have a very strong grip, so you can still do this. What you want to do is, again, grab your pistol, use your other hand to guide that slide back, just kind of like you do when you're racking it. But you're going to guide it back, and then bring your fingers up and over. And I had a bad grip there, so I readjusted. And then now you've got your grip. Now for takedown, I think it's a whole lot easier because of the way this is set up than a Sig. But you're going to grab your takedown levers, ride your slide forward, pull the trigger. Whoops, I didn't get that quite right, I guess. Then pull that bar on the other side. Squeeze your takedown bars here, slide forward, pull your trigger, and here you go. You're pretty much on your way. Pull your spring out, always being cognizant to not make it go flying across the room. Pull your barrel out, and you are ready to go for some cleaning. Give it some love and some lube, and put her right back together just the same way you took her apart. On the Glock, of course, you always make sure that spring is all the way down there. Sometimes it'll not go all the way down. Bring your slide back on. Do a quick functions check. And we are back in business. We have a clean and reassembled weapon. Now, for the Sig. Again, quick safety check. And here's a problem I have with these. It's readjusting for the lock bar there. Quick safety check. Everything is clear. Bring that back forward. Again, I'm going to use both hands here. Bring that slide back. Bring my fingers up. And of course, with the Sig, you have to line up the notch there so that your lock bar will release. Now, if you need to readjust your grip, ride that slide forward until you're in the right spot, then go ahead and do that. And for me, the reason SIGs are harder, I think they're harder to take down, is because you have to push this stinking button on the other side, and for me, those hurt my fingers sometimes. Here comes your slide bar. You should roll right off the top. And another thing that I prefer a Glock over for breakdown to the SIG is the spring assembly here, because it's not all one piece like the other one, and this spring kind of acts a little chingardy to me. Put your barrel out, do your business, put her back together. Make sure you got everything lined up nicely. And we are almost at the finish line here. Bring that slide back, make sure the little circle thing there inside of the barrel is lined up. Throw our lock bar back in there, pop her in. Oh, and I didn't line it up quite right. So here we go, pop it back out, start again. Sometimes with this one it helps me if I bring it all the way back and then slide her forward. Sometimes that helps. Because see how the barrel, when the barrel was back, it didn't line up for the hole. So the barrel slide forward. This should, I hope, line up. Nope, I had it backwards. There it is. Of course, I can do this like lickety split 100 times out of 100 when I'm not on camera. And of course, when I get on camera, it trips me up. So here we go, quick functions check. And we'll check the decocker, and everything looks good to go. So that's that. Another little bit of advice as far as the grip stuff goes. Sometimes if your hands are a little sweaty or a little greasy for whatever reason, you know, just natural finger grease, you're going to have a problem with sliding off of you know, the polymer and the steel here. So sometimes it helps if you wash your hands before you do this, and whatever you do, don't put any lotion on, because you're definitely going to have problems if you do that. Another trick is, if you still having problems, you know, kind of keeping that grip and keeping from sliding off there, is get yourself a latex glove, throw it on, and that's going to help you a whole lot with traction issues. So like I said, just a couple of tips, a couple of tricks. I hope they helped in some way. I always love to see other women who are doing their part and becoming firearms knowledgeable, I guess you could say. And the most important thing is you are learning and you're having fun at it. So I am very proud of you. Keep up the learning. Do a little wax on and wax off, and I'm not going to tell you what that means either. I'm going to let you figure that one out. So do your wax on, wax off, and good luck, chica. Everybody else, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you on the flip side.